What's up, Fin Nation? How you doing today? Today we're going to go ahead and cover, I can tell you something. ESPN is bored, and I can tell it's still the offseason, and training camps are kicking off today because they're ranking everything and their mother. Today we're going to go ahead and cover them ranking the 2025 NFL rosters for the projected starting lineups for each team. I'm going to go ahead and read to you the top 10, read to you some of the beginning of the article, and let you know where they have the Dolphins, and I'll read the Dolphin section for you, and you leave me your thoughts down below, and let me know if you think it's a fair assessment of where they put the Dolphins in the rankings. If you're an optimist, I would skip ahead of this video and watch the part where I explain where they put the Dolphins at, and I will give you my thoughts after I get to that part. After a flurry of draft picks, trades, free agent signings, the offseason is over and all 32 NFL teams have their rosters mostly set. How do these rosters stack up as we get closer to the 2025 season? The question we're tackling as we ask NFL analysts Mike Clay, Aaron Schatz, and Seth Walder to rank every lineup in the league. We combine their rankings to form the ultimate preseason roster rankings, considering factors such as talent, age, and production. We didn't stop there. Along with projecting every single starting lineup, Clay detailed the strongest and weakest position groups for each team. Walder identified X factors, and Schatz picked non-starters who could have an outsized role this season. Let's get going, starting with a team that has been on the cusp the past two seasons. All right, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and let you tell you 1 through 10 real quick, and then get to the Dolphins and let you know where the Dolphins are at. Number 1, they have the Baltimore Ravens. Number 2, they have the Philadelphia Eagles. Number 3, they have the Detroit Lions. Number 4, the Buffalo Bills. Number 5, the Kansas City Chiefs. Number 6, the Denver Broncos. Number 7, the Washington Commanders. Number 8, the Los Angeles Rams. Number 9, the Cincinnati Bengals. And number 10, the San Francisco Giants. I'm going to go ahead and read to you each of the top 10 strengths and weaknesses and the X factor according to ESPN. And then we'll go and find out where the Dolphins landed. Biggest strength, quarterback Lamar Jackson, an All-Pro in each of the past 2 seasons, and an NFL MVP in 2019 and 2023, is one of the best in the business. He fell just short of his second consecutive MVP last season, even though he led the league in QBR at 77.3 and produced career high marks in passing of 4,172 yards, passing touchdowns 41, and second most in the league. The dual threat quarterback never finished a season lower than second at his position in rushing yards. Former Cowboys QB Cooper Rush also makes for a solidified backup Clay. Biggest weakness, guard, X factor for 2025, left tackle Ronnie Stanley. This is all about health. Stanley didn't miss a game last season, which helped him earn a well-deserved contract, but that doesn't mean the injury risk all went away. When Stanley and Jackson are on the field, the Ravens' offense is awfully hard to beat. Non-starter, the 6th-round rookie showed inconsistent accuracy in the final 2 seasons at Arizona. And the name of the guy is Tyler Loop. And now he has to replace Justin Tucker, the most accurate kicker in NFL history. For the Philadelphia Eagles, biggest strength, offensive tackle. Biggest weakness, edge rush. X factor, guards. Non-starter, cornerback, Keely Ringo. Ringo hasn't gotten on the field much since the Eagles took him in the 4th round of the 2023 draft. Number 3, Detroit Lions, biggest strength, running back. Biggest weakness, interior offensive line. X factor, offensive coordinator. John Morton's new offensive coordinator, Ben Johnson, is now with the Chicago Bears. Non-starter, offensive tackle, Dan Skipper. Number 4, biggest strength, quarterback. Biggest weakness, safety. X factor, wide receiver, Keon Coleman. And tight end, Dalton Kincaid. Non-starter, wide receiver, Elijah Moore. Number 5, biggest strength, quarterback. Biggest weakness, offensive tackle. X factor, wide receiver, because Rashid Rice is still pending disciplinary action for what happened before last season. No, before last season. Non-starter, edge rusher. Biggest strength for the Denver Broncos, offensive line. Biggest weakness, wide receiver. X factor, Mims. Mike just alluded. The wide receiver Mims. Non-starter, edge rusher. Number 7, Washington Commanders. Biggest strength, off the ball linebacker. I disagree with that. I think it would be the quarterback, but that's just me. Biggest weakness, safety. X factor, cornerback. Non-starter, wide receiver. Number 8, biggest strength, wide receiver. Biggest weakness, off-ball linebacker. X factor, Spates. Non-starter, safety, Jalen McCollum. Number 9, Cincinnati Bengals. Biggest strength, wide receiver. Biggest weakness, secondary. X factor, defensive coordinator. Al Golden came to the NFL. Wow. Okay. He replaces Lou Amaro in 2024. Number 10, San Francisco Giants. Biggest strength, tight end, of course. Biggest weakness, defensive tackle. X factor in 2025, the health of running back Christian McCaffrey. Non-starter, for Farrell. So basically the offensive tackle. All right, where did our Dolphins end up? The only thing I would switch about the top 10 is 1 and 2. The Eagles should be 1, not the Baltimore Ravens, in my opinion. You can leave me your thoughts down below if you think that 1 and 2 should be switched. ESPN has our Miami Dolphins at 24, and our biggest strength, I agree with this, wide receiver. Let me read to you what it says. Miami's receivers might have underperformed last season, but this Tyreek Hill, Jaylen Waddle led group is super talented and a good bet for a rebound. Dealing with injuries and 2 high safety looks at the league high rate, Hill plummeted from 1,799 yards and 13 touchdowns in 2023 to 959 yards and 6 scores in 2024. Meanwhile, Waddle posted 58 receptions for 744 yards in 15 games after clearing 70 receptions and 1,000 yards in each of his first 3 seasons in the NFL. Miami also upgraded its depth by signing Nick Westbrook, who had 9 touchdowns on 32 receptions last season with the Titans. Biggest weakness, secondary, yes. We need to sign, I've been saying this in a lot of videos, we need cornerbacks. Miami's biggest strength last time this year has become its glaring weakness and perhaps the league's biggest. Both starting safeties, Jordan Poyer and Javon Holland, are gone, as well as top cornerbacks Kendall Fuller and Jalen Ramsey. Oddly, the Dolphins didn't do much to replace them, adding Artie Burns, Ashton Davis, and Afatu Malifalu. The trio combined for 468 snaps in 2024. Fifth rounder Jason Marshall and Dante Trader Jr. were their only draft selections in the secondary. Slot corner Kader Cole is pretty good, but the situation around him is a massive question. X factor, the running game. The Dolphins went for the most efficient running game in the league by EPA per play in 2023 to the second worst last season. Run blocking played a big part, that Miami dropped from 6 to 26 in run blocking win rate, but the running back performance dropped too. Devon Achane, Jalen Wright, and Raheem Mostert, now departed, all recorded negative rushing yards over expectation per NFL Gen Stats. One way or another, Mike McDaniel will need to get the ground game attack back on track. Non-starter, linebacker Willie Gay, KJ Britt. The Dolphins have built great depth inside linebacker with these former starters. Gay is a strong pass coverage, while Britt has 72 combined tackles for Tampa Bay last season. But you usually play 2 of these guys at the time. And the Dolphins also have Jordan Brooks and Tyler Dotson. Are Gay and Britt more than a luxury for this defense, given the significant holes at other positions? I don't have any pushback in terms of where they put the Dolphins, and I agree with everything they said. Now, will Mike McDaniel get creative enough, and will this running game and the addition of the new running back that we got from the Raiders help the running game and the new additions to the offensive line. I think they will, but he needs to get creative and needs to learn how to adapt and make halftime adjustments. I've been saying this in video after video after video. Leave me your thoughts down below. Do you think this ranking for the Dolphins is fair? What do you think of the top 10? Let me know anything, what you want to say down below, and we'll talk to you soon. And like always, stay positive, stay on your grind, and go Dolphins.